My friends, welcome. It's a joy to share this quiet moment with you. In the hurried rhythm of our lives, we often find ourselves adrift, pulled by countless currents. But what if we paused? What if we truly listened to the whispers within? I remember once, a young man came to me, burdened by the sheer weight of his many responsibilities. He felt crushed, perpetually behind, never truly accomplishing anything. I simply picked up an empty glass jar and a pile of stones, large rocks, pebbles, and then a handful of sand. "Tell me," I asked him, "what goes in first?" He looked puzzled. "The big ones, I suppose, if you want them all to fit." And so I placed the large rocks in the jar. "Now what?" I asked. He suggested the pebbles. They settled in around the larger stones. Finally, the sand poured in, filling every last crevice. This jar, my friends, is your life. The big rocks are your non-negotiables, your health, your family, your spiritual well-being, your deepest passions. The pebbles are other important things, your work, your commitments, your friendships. And the sand? That's all the small distractions, the endless demands, the fleeting pleasures that often consume our days. If you fill your jar with sand first, there's no room left for the big rocks, is there? If you don't prioritize what truly matters, the trivial will always expand to fill the available space. Always put your big rocks in first. Our minds, much like the mountains I've spent so many years amidst, echo back what we shout into them. If you scream anger, anger returns. If you whisper love, love resonates. For many years, I carried a heavy burden, the weight of a past mistake. It was like a stone in my pocket, always there, reminding me. I believed the only path was to relentlessly try to fix it, to undo what was done. But the more I struggled against the past, the tighter its grip became. It was an elder monk who finally offered me release. He simply said, "My son, the past is a story told, the future is a story waiting to be written. But the only place you can ever truly live, the only place you can ever truly act, is in this breath, right now." And just like that, the stone in my pocket seemed to lighten, then vanish. I realized that my focus on the past was preventing me from truly living in the present. Mindfulness isn't about emptying your mind. It's about filling it with the present moment. It's about recognizing that the only power you truly possess is the power of your attention, right here, right now. And speaking of burdens, we often cling to things, to ideas, to expectations, as if our very existence depends on them. I once watched a child at the riverbank trying desperately to hold on to a beautiful, smooth stone. The current was strong, and the stone kept slipping. The harder the child gripped, the more it hurt, and the more likely the stone was to be lost. Only when he opened his hand, allowing the water to flow over and around it, could he truly appreciate its beauty without losing it. Sometimes the greatest strength lies in letting go. It's not about giving up, it's about making space. Space for new beginnings, for growth, for a different perspective. We hold on to grudges, to perceived failures, to the way things should be, and in doing so we bind ourselves. What if just for a moment you released that grip? What if you trusted the flow of life, allowing it to carry you, rather than trying to force it in a direction it isn't meant to go? True freedom often comes from realizing that what you thought you needed to hold on to was actually holding you back. Monk smiles gently. Music swells slightly. So my friends, I invite you to reflect. What are your big rocks? What echoes are you creating in your own mountains? And what perhaps is it time to gently, lovingly let go of? The journey of life is not about acquiring more, but about discovering what truly nourishes your spirit. May your path be filled with peace, purpose, and profound presence.